Achievers MCQ series for retail banking and wealth management. We are in loan appraisal process. Loan appraisal process means it's the most difficult and important process in any banking system. Why? Because bank runs on loans, isn't it? So that's why follow this video completely. Also I would suggest follow the series completely. Okay. Before that, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material, current affairs, job alerts, daily quizzes, live classes, notes, tests. You will get everything what is required for JAIIB and CAIIB. So, firstly, download this app Adda 24/7. Also, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting all the updates for JAIIB, CAIIB and various banking exams, and also very importantly free YouTube series which are available on YouTube. Okay, this channel, even right now the series which you are seeing, this this telecast, this is also on the same Officers Adda 24/7. So therefore subscribe to this channel, click on the bell icon, it's very important. Okay, these are the 2 new batches for JAIIB coming up on January 13th. More on this later. Remember, you'll be having huge discounts if you want to join these batches. Use the code Y432. Let's start. So this loan appraisal process, basically what do you mean by this? Appraisal means what? Who can tell me? Appraisal is a process by which we can give the loan. We decide whether the loan is to be given or not. So what is the loan process basically? Say this. Loan origination refers to process from loan application to loan disbursal. So whenever I say disbursing a loan or closing the deal or getting the loan disbursed, it means what? It starts from originating of the loan. Now what do we mean by origination of loan? Origination of the loan means getting this form signed by that customer, right? Means loan application form. Then collecting the documentation. Then checking the customer, means the financial status of that customer. Then processing the loan. And then last part is disbursal. So this is the full process of which is known as loan origination. Remember this word, origination. Okay. There are 3 major phases in loan origination. So what are the 3 phases? Number 1, information acquisition. Second, credit appraisal and sanction. Third, disbursement. Now what is information acquisition? Okay, let me get to the basics first. Suppose if you are in the branch, some customer comes to you for loan. What do you do first? Type fast. What do you get first? You first get what the customer is actually requiring. Which type of loan the customer is requiring, right? Why does he require the loan, right? So suppose if somebody comes for a home loan, so definitely you'll have to check whether that home loan is for staying or is it a second home. If somebody is coming for the car loan, so what is the purpose of that car? Is it for personal purpose or is it giving on rent? Okay. So information acquisition, it also includes a few more points like the customer's financial status. Always remember, getting the information of the customer means what? Whenever we acquire the information of the customer, we acquire it in 3 phases. Okay. What are the 3 phases? Number 1, the financial history. Financial, okay, history of that customer. History means financial history. What do you mean by financial history? Okay, I'll come to that. Second is the present financial status. Present status. Okay, status. Okay, this is the second important point. First is financial history, then second is present status of that customer, and third is actual requirement. Okay. So now let's come to financial history. What do you mean by financial history? See here, nowadays due to civil, financial history has become a simple task. Okay, Means in CIBIL score you get all the details, what all loans the customer has taken earlier, what all loans are presently running, how many of the loans have been regularly repaid, how many of them have not been repaid regularly. So all these details is meant by financial history. Always remember, we should only be focused on financial history of that customer, not on the personal history of that customer. What that customer is, what is his other things like family background is definitely to be checked. But what all does he do other things in life? We are only concerned with the financial status. Okay. Then the present status of that customer. Present means what? The financial history might be very good. Suppose imagine I was in a job where my salary was 2 lakhs. So my financial history was very good. I repaid all the loans, everything was done. So that's why my CIBIL score will be the best. But if I have left this job now, so now present status is very important. Even though I might be having good history as such, but if I don't have the job or I don't have other revenue source, forget, job is not the only revenue source for any person, right? So if I don't have any other revenue source, then I might default in future. So that's why present status is also important. And third is the requirement. What is the actual requirement? Why is that customer come for the loan? Does he require it for the lawful purpose or some unlawful purpose, right? So this is all information acquisition. And where do we get all this information? We get it, we should have our loan application form designed in such a way that all the three things should be encumbered or added into that form, right? Next is credit appraisal and sanction. Once you get the information of that customer, and see here, this is not only the this loan application form, you'll also get the documentation from that customer. Now once you get the documentation and the loan application form, then you'll go for the credit appraisal and sanction. You'll go for the ratio analysis, whatever ratios you have to do. Then secondly, you'll check what is the present situation in the market, at what rate that customer should be given the loan. So everything will be checked. You will do the physical verification of the site and the revenue source of that person, right? And then you will sanction it. So this is step number 2. And third is what? Disbursement. Disbursement means what? Here there is a difference between sanction and disbursement. Always remember, sanction always happens from the processing center. Earlier we used to say from the head office, okay, but now head office concept is gone. It is done from the processing center, right? Because nowadays we have a processing hubs for loans, right? Hubs means we can have various names. We can have loan factory, they call it, loan branch, they call it, whatever it may be, okay? We can call it processing hubs, where the loans are processed and different based on the ratio analysis, they are sanctioned, that so and so amount can be sanctioned to that customer. So sanctioning is always done from the processing hubs, but the disbursement is always done at the branch level. So that's why these two parts are different. Sanctioning hub will always give you the sanction letter. Remember this, sanction letter. Now this sanction letter this sanction letter will have some conditions, okay? So these conditions which are there, these need to be followed by the branch while disbursement. Means, for example, if in the sanction letter it is mentioned that take the indemnity from the customer, that if something XYZ thing happens, then he will be fully responsible, or take the indemnity from the guarantor, or take 3 guarantors instead of 2 guarantors, take 3 guarantors because of some risk issue, okay? So while disbursing the loan, the branch must strictly follow the sanction letter, okay? It should not go out of the process. That's it. So again, coming back, so 3 major phases in loan origination are information acquisition, credit appraisal and sanction, and third is disbursement, okay? Next one. In any loan origination, 2 key aspects are involved. So whenever we start the loan, means start from the originating to disbursement, there are 2 important factors which we always need to focus on. Critically appraising the credit worthiness of the customer and analyzing the risk in the lending. This is very important part. Why? Credit worthiness of the client means what? See here, again I'll come back to the two parts over here. One is history. See here, one is history and second is present. Okay, history of any customer might be very good, but presently that customer might be in a bad condition. History of any customer might be very bad, but presently he might be in a good condition, isn't it? So that's why we have to check both the things, history also and present status also, and analyzing the risk in the lending. Now risk in the lending means what? See, a risk means what? The important part over here is we have to check whether that loan is being taken for lawful purpose. Lawful. Okay. So how do you know whether any loan is taken for a lawful purpose? Here, if somebody is buying a new house, so it can be considered as a lawful purpose. But if somebody is planning to start a business for guns manufacturing or something related to some this drugs like issues, so this we need to check. And how do we check it? We have to check it using the visits by various personnels of the branches. Okay, visits are very important. Remember, in any loan, in any banking loan, you have to compulsorily do the visits of the site and the location of the where the loan is will be used. Okay, this is very important. If you miss out on this, remember, majority of the loans in the bank fail because the visits are not done properly. Okay. Similarly, in any type of loans here, even if you are disbursing CC also, cash credit, okay, or you are disbursing some term loan, okay, or you are disbursing housing loan, anything you do it, you have to do the site visit. The site visit, it's very compulsory in each and every type of loan. Okay, so move on. Appraisal of home loan, specifically home loan. For appraising a home loan, because why? We are in retail banking and majorly you will be facing this home loan only. For appraising the home loan proposal, the appraisal will include whether the borrower is eligible as per bank scheme considering his age, income level, length of the service in case of salaried persons, area or locality where the house will be constructed, and a negative list. So depending on all these things are always given in the bank's internal procedures. Okay. Remember, I'll come to it one by one. See this. Age. If somebody among some of your customer comes to you with the age of 70 for home loan, will you sanction that person singly? No. What we do is, generally if that person is having a age above 60, okay, and or even above 55, if the customer wants some loan, home loan. So this home loan is generally for 15 to 20 years. So in that case, what do we do? If that person is having some son or daughter or anyone who is of the younger age, we take that person as a co-borrower. Means if something happens to that person after, let's say, 10 years, then the loan shouldn't go into NPA. The other person who is a co-borrower will be liable for that. Okay. So depending on his age, income level, length of the service in case of salaried persons. Length of the service is also very important. Okay. Because what happens nowadays, services are being changed or jobs are being changed by the persons on a frequent basis. These are called as job hoppers, right? So these job hoppers the bank will always check whether that person is job hopping or is in the serious job market. Means he is serious about his job. So length of the service in case of salaried persons. Then area or locality of the house where it will be constructed. Now this is very important. There are certain areas given in the banking system in every bank. There are certain locations given where banks don't give the loans. That is called a negative list. So that negative list should always be in front of you while sanctioning the loan or checking the loan also, or even at the initiation stage. At the initial stage also, you must have this negative list in front of you. Okay. Then next is risk acceptance criteria of the bank. Now this is of the bank, specifically of the bank. Okay. Now every bank will have a separate risk acceptance criteria. Means what do you mean by this? See here, it's very simple. Some bank may give loan. Suppose if I am having a house of, let's say, rupees 100. Okay. So some bank may give the loan up to 85 rupees only. Some bank may give the loan only up to 70 rupees. But some bank may give the loan up to 90 rupees. Okay, so 90%, 70%, 80%. That is known as the risk asset acceptance criteria. How much risk the bank can take? That's also called as LTV, loan to value ratio. Okay. Then amount of loan that can be granted based on the period of repayment, income level, amount of installment, value of the property, and LTV, loan to value ratio. So how much loan can be disbursed or sanctioned to that person? It depends on period of repayment, right? Means if the period of repayment is near, means within 15 years, if the loan is for 10 years, okay? So if the period of repayment is for 10 years, then you can definitely sanction some higher amount of loan. If the period of repayment is 20 years, then the loan amount will be slightly lower because the duration increases, so the risk increases, right? Income level of that person, that's definite, because here always remember one thumb rule. Whenever you give any loan to any person, you must see to it that the EMI of your loan, okay, should not be more than, should be, I'll write it less than, okay, should be less than 50% of the monthly income of that person. Monthly income, okay. Always remember this, because let that person be business person or let that person be salaried person. So EMI should always be less than 50% of the monthly income. So that is known as the income level criteria. Amount of installment. What is the amount of installment? It's same as this 50% rule. Okay. Value of the property and loan to value ratio. What is the value of that property in the market? And what is the LTV ratio which you are giving? Okay. So these are the basics which we always should check while disbursing any loan or sanctioning any loan. Okay. Now let's go to the question part. Everyone has got this. Firstly, tell me, let me ask you a few questions. This EMI, let me change the slide. EMI while disbursing the loan should always be less than -% of the monthly income. Everyone, EMI should always be less than -% of the monthly income. Correct. It is 50%. 50%. Correct? Yeah. Second, you can sanction a loan to a person above 60 years in home loan singly. Will you sanction a loan to a person above 60 years singly? No, you will take a co-borrower, right? So now, before moving ahead, these are the 2 new batches for JAIIB coming up on January 13, just now, okay? Join these batches ASAP, because we'll be covering all the numericals, case studies, objective questions, theory questions, whatever is required for these 4 subjects: PPB, IFS, AFM, and retail banking and wealth management. So we'll be covering all these 4 topics, 4 subjects, and all the topics related to that. And also remember, you'll have used discounts over here, discounts, okay? How to get the discounts? Use the code Y432. I'll show you at the end, live I'll show you how to get the discounts, okay? So let's, other thing, those who have not liked the video, kindly like it fast. Everyone, press the bell icon, okay? Press the bell icon, everyone, okay? Let's move on. The question time. The process from time to time, from the time customer enters the bank with a request for the loan till the time loan is disbursed, okay, is known as, so the time from which the customer enters the branch, fills the loan application, and disburse, okay, disburse, and here enters. So this process is known as loan solicitation, loan origination, loan process, loan sanction, cum disbursement. What is it known as? Just now I have covered this, right? It is known as, correct, B, loan origination. Everyone, okay, clear? Next, which of the following are the major phases of loan origination? Phases: information acquisition, credit appraisal and sanction, disbursement, and recovery. So all A, B, C and D, all, or A, C and D, B, C and D, A, B and C. So which are the processes in loan origination? I am seeing many of you are typing A to D all. Remember, A to D all is not the answer. Recovery is not the part of loan origination, okay? Loan origination only refers to First three: information acquisition, credit appraisal and sanction, and disbursement. So it is, the right answer is everyone, capital D, right? A, B and C only. Which of the following documents are obtained for considering a home loan? Means if I have to give a home loan, which documents will I take? Copy of the approved plan, search report from bank's advocate, no objection certificate under ULC Regulation Act. Means if there is urban land ceiling, okay? So no NOC, that ULC is known as, I'll write it over here, urban land ceiling, okay? So copy of approved plan, search report from the bank's advocate, and NOC from the ULC Regulation Act, and all of the above. So which one will you take? A, B, C is not required, or all of the above? Okay, the answer is all of the above. All of them are taken, definitely. Okay, for a house loan, non-encumbrance certificate from bank's advocate is required for a period of, for how much period do we take? Non-encumbrance. Non-encumbrance means the title should be clear. This is meant by non-encumbrance, the clear title. So this is taken from the bank's advocate for how many years? 10, 12, 13 and 17 years. Which one? Everyone. Yes, it is C, 13 years. Correct? 13, 1, 3, 13 years. Okay, now one for your homework. What type of fee is collected by banks for home loans? So which fee is collected? Processing fee, documentation fee, administration fee, all of the above. Which fees is collected by the banks for home loans? Everyone try this at your home, okay? Now I'll show you how to get the discount. See this in the batches, okay? Excuse me. I'll show you how to get the discount. Let's go to Adda 24/7 live. See this. Go to Adda 24/7 live. In this you'll see, okay, let me go there. Hold on. Yeah, see this. We are on Adda 24/7 live. I would always suggest go for the app. In app you will be getting 1% extra. That's why I always say download the app first. Then click on JAIIB and CAIIB. Once you click on JAIIB and see this, JAIIB, CAIIB, Mahapack, CAIIB 23 and JAIIB 23. Click on JAIIB 23. See this. These batches you will see it now. JAIIB, English, bilingual. Click on English batch. Okay. Once you click on English, you'll get the details over here. Read the details through and through. Okay. Take your own time. All the details are given over here, like 13 Jan, 7 to 10, timings are given, days are given, study plan is given, everything is given over there. Okay. Now let's come to the fees part. Importantly, see this, recorded 24/7 videos are available. Okay. Now let me come to the fees part. The fees is 19,999. Let me show you how to get the discount. See this. Put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Once you click on apply, see this. The fees of 19,999 reduces to 4,599. You are getting 77% off. Right? Huge off. So go for it. Instead, I would suggest one more thing. The best thing I would suggest is, instead of going for a single batch, you can go for the Mahapack also. In Mahapack, you will be getting multiple batches. See this. You will be getting multiple batches over here. See this Mahapack. Just click on this. I'll show you. Go to JAIIB ka Mahapack. Okay. You will see the batches. How many batches are you getting? See, the important part over here is, one sec. See this. 15 plus batches for PPB, IFS, AFM and RBWM. 600 plus case studies. So many things you are getting. Okay. So that's why go for the Mahapack. If 15 plus batches is a used thing, isn't it? And look at the fees part again. Same thing. Recorded videos are available. Look at the fees part. 32,796. Click on view offers. Once you click on view offers, again put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Say this. The fees again reduces from 32,796 to 7,543. It's a huge discount going on. 77% off. Go for it immediately. Why am I stressing on these batches? Because this JAIIB portion has changed. What is the new portion? Let me show you that also. Say this. The new portion over here for JAIIB is 4 compulsory subjects: IFS, Indian Economy and Financial System, Principles and Practices of Banking, Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers, and Retail Banking and Wealth Management. So Out of these, 2 and 3 was there earlier. PPB and accounting was there. But Indian economy and financial systems and retail banking and wealth, that has been increased. Okay. The negative marking has been removed for you. That's a good thing for you. Okay. So that's why I would suggest, because of these 4 subjects, join the batches. You will be needing a mentor. Tomorrow I'll be back with another series. Till then, bye.